When we talk about relationships within BTS, there's one connection that has sparked curiosity, admiration, and endless discussion: Jimin and Jungkook, or as the fans lovingly call them, Jikook. This bond is more than just friendship. It's quiet glances, shared smiles, unspoken understanding, and a warmth that feels deeply personal. Their relationship doesn't need loud declarations. Instead, it exists in the subtleties, the things you only notice when you truly look. From their earliest days as trainees, Jimin has always shown a nurturing side toward Jungkook. As the youngest, Jungkook was still discovering himself, and in those formative years, Jimin offered steady support, acting like a gentle guide rather than a senior. Jungkook, in turn, grew more open, more expressive, and deeply reliant on Jimin, not in weakness, but in trust. It's the kind of emotional intimacy that doesn't come from obligation but from sincere connection. Jimin's emotional intelligence and open heart make him naturally attuned to others, especially Jungkook. He reads the room, senses tension, and often speaks with warmth when others hesitate. And Jungkook, who is more reserved, often turns to Jimin with a kind of vulnerability he shows to no one else. It's as if Jimin is a safe harbor for him, a home. Throughout the years, we've seen their dynamic evolve. The playful teasing matured into a deeper bond, one that's filled with soft moments, quiet support, and an emotional anchor that grounds them. If you listen closely to how Jungkook talks about Jimin now, there's a softness in his voice, a subtle pride. And Jimin, often seen watching Jungkook with a proud, almost affectionate gaze, never seems far from him in moments of joy or in moments of struggle. This is the beauty of their connection. It's not just in what they say, but in what they don't. The small touches, the spontaneous laughter, the way their eyes meet in crowded rooms and somehow say everything. You might miss these if you're not looking carefully, but fans, especially ARMY, have always paid attention. If you're enjoying this exploration of their bond, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. We bring you deeper stories that celebrate our favorite idols and the moments that often go unseen. Backstage, away from the cameras and bright lights, Jikook moments become even more telling. It's in those private behind-the-scenes clips, Jimin adjusting Jungkook's mic, Jungkook seeking out Jimin in a crowded room, the quiet nods and glances, that you realize just how deep their connection runs. It's unscripted, unrehearsed, and entirely real. Many fans have pointed out the way Jimin naturally leans toward Jungkook when he laughs, or how Jungkook instinctively reaches out for Jimin during group photos. These aren't coincidences. They're the habits of people who have become each other's constants. While the world rushes around them, Jimin and Jungkook move at their own pace, in sync with one another. Their bond challenges the typical definitions of relationships in the spotlight. Some connections are too sacred to be defined, and Jikook may just be one of them. Whether it's platonic or something deeper, what they share speaks of soul-level intimacy, a closeness that doesn't need to be named to be felt. And then there are those moments that stop time. When Jungkook instinctively covers Jimin from the cold, or when Jimin softly whispers encouragement before a performance, we see love, not necessarily romantic, but the kind of love that's rare, grounding, and beautiful. Even their tattoos have become subjects of speculation. Fans notice designs that seem to mirror or complement each other, leading many to believe there's a hidden narrative, perhaps even a shared promise. Whether or not this is true, it reflects how deeply they live in each other's stories. Pause for a moment and think about this. Not every relationship in life needs to be loud or labeled. Some are written in quiet gestures and unspoken loyalty. That's what makes Jikook feel so timeless. Their relationship resonates because it reminds us of the love we all wish for, a love rooted in trust, tenderness, and mutual growth. And if you've made it this far, it probably means you feel that too. So be sure to subscribe to stay close to these stories that remind us how human and heartfelt our idols truly are. One of the most remarkable aspects of Jikook is how complementary they are. Jimin is expressive, emotionally intuitive, and open-hearted. Jungkook is calm, steady, and quietly observant. They balance each other perfectly. Where Jimin brings warmth, Jungkook brings grounding. Together, they create a harmony that feels effortless. During interviews, there's often a quiet interaction happening in the background. A quick glance for reassurance, a hand on the shoulder, or a shared smirk that only they understand. These moments are not just for the cameras. They're patterns, routines, evidence of years of deep connection. Many ARMYs say that watching Jikook interact feels like reading a love letter in motion. A letter written not in words, but in gestures, in trust, in knowing smiles, in the way they always seem to find their way back to each other in every setting, no matter how large the crowd. One of the most powerful scenes that fans remember is that moment backstage when Jungkook, overwhelmed with emotion, quietly leaned into Jimin's arms. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't planned. It was just a young man finding comfort in someone he trusts the most. And Jimin didn't say much. He didn't have to. He simply held him. That's the kind of love that doesn't need an audience. And this is what makes their bond so special. It's not performance. It's not fan service. It's real. It's built on years of living, working, and growing together. It's built on the silence between words and the meaning in every glance. If you believe in the beauty of quiet connection, in bonds that speak through presence rather than performance, then the story of Jikook is one you already understand. Let this be a reminder to cherish the real relationships in your life, the ones that don't need to be shouted from rooftops to be meaningful. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to keep uncovering more of these powerful, heartwarming connections from the world of K-pop. Your support keeps these stories alive. To close this reflection, let's remember that love takes many forms. Whether Jikook's bond is defined or left to the imagination, it has already left an indelible mark on those who've witnessed it. Not just because they're members of the biggest group in the world, but because their connection teaches us something profound. It teaches us that love is not always about labels. Sometimes, love is about being seen, supported, and understood. And sometimes, love looks like two people simply choosing each other every single day, in quiet ways the world might never fully grasp. That's the story of Jikook, a bond that whispers rather than shouts, a connection that grows stronger with time. A beautiful example of what it means to walk through life not alone, but with someone who truly gets you. Thank you for watching. If you found something meaningful in this story, please like and subscribe to help others discover it too. Until next time, may you always find love in the quiet spaces, just like Jikook has.